What's up, guys? Today, this morning, it's this morning where I'm at right now, doing one of my favorites. This is one of the coolest rings to be made from a coin. It just looks super cool when it's done, and that is the Incuse Indian, they call it. This is a silver version of an early 1900s gold coin that was made in different varietal sizes, from I believe $2.50 versions to $5 to $10 versions, and they were gold. This is a silver version, and it's gonna be for a dude named John, and we're going to be in between size 10.75 and 11. We do specifics here at Luke's Coin Art. Give you a specific size, we're going to make it that specific size. So we just got this bad boy in the mail yesterday. It's from Golden State Mint, and it's stunning. The word incuse basically means the detail is cut in the coin, so it's not risen. So like a silver eagle has the detail popping out of the coin, where the Indian has the detail carved into the coin. So there's no relief, which these coins have. And there's not a lot of coins that do it this way. So it's pretty neat, pretty cool piece of history. But let's get started on this guy. We're going heads out. This is the head. It's the best look for these things. And yeah, we're going to add a reed to it, do a few extras that a lot of people aren't able to do, because I got really lucky and got the tool that does it when it was available, and now it's not available. And it was only available for a short time. So I'll show you guys that here in a little bit. But let's see what size punch we're going to do. I'm going to do a little bit bigger punch, because it is a very large coin. And when they're too chunky, it could be uncomfortable. So I think we're going to go with the size I was just checking, the smaller one. A 9/16 punch is what we're going to go with. I'm going to put that in my self-leveling punch from Jason's Works. He makes the tools that I prefer to use. And if you have headphones on, I suggest covering your ears or taking the headphones out, because I'm going to whack this pretty good. All right, let's do it. So we didn't go too aggressive with the center punch. That's what we took out. Pretty small piece. Interesting to have a whistle going on. All right. So there's still quite a bit of meat on there to work with. Actually, quite a bit of meat. This will be a big one. This will be a big one. But size 10.75/11. Pretty big ring, so it's going on a normal size finger, I think. Alright, so I need to sand out the hole to make it scratch free, basically. Because right now it's basically just a cut mark. You kind of see in the center there, that white spot at the bottom of the center is kind of where it just split off. Turn around, you might be able to see a little better. The top is white. And we're just gonna clean that up a little bit. Sorry, you guys don't even see what I'm doing. I'm just sanding a hole. Apologize, let me kind of scoot this down just a tad bit there. That's better. That's better. I'm going to use 2000 and 3000 grit sandpaper. Get it even better. We're gonna make it even better. Yeah, that's right. Normally I rock out to music when I do this, but YouTube doesn't like that. They're not fans. They're not huge fans of that. So I'm like, whatever, YouTube. Whatever you like, I guess. Alright, so now we're going to start folding this thing. We call it folding. We're not really folding anything. It's not like folding a t-shirt. We're just bending the metal. I don't know where the word folding came from, because it definitely doesn't really work. But it's what us people call it. It's what us people call it. So you can see that hole now is nice and shiny. There you go. You can see that hole. How sweet that looks. So I'm going to heat it up. Makes the metal softer. It's called annealing. And yeah. It makes the process easier. Drop it in the water. It cools off super quick. There we go. Now let's start the fold process. This part's fun. So I'm putting it in a die, and the die has a 17-degree slope to it. And I'm going to put a series of cones in the middle of the coin. And basically I'm just pressing it down right now. So that was the first trip through. Now I'm going to a bigger cone. Yeah, let's do this. I'm questioning if I should sand the edges yet, because they're looking like they're going to definitely need it. But I think we're still good to avoid splitting. So what I mean is, basically where all the high points are on this coin reflect the edging. You see all those little divots on the edge? Those are all the spots where there's lower, basically it's where the lower detail is. And it makes kind of a choppier edge, which is no problem. We're just going to attack it before it is a problem. And the best explanation, I think that's right, explanation for it is it's like say a bag of jerky, like a plastic bag of beef jerky or some kind of a plastic bag, and when they have a little slit in it already for you to tear, it's really easy to tear open. Like this, you know, it has a little tiny slit, so it's kind of easy to rip. Where if you don't have that little slit, you kind of need to make one to get into it. Some of those bags, you're not going to be able to rip it open without making a little slit yourself or just slicing it open. So I'm going to get rid of that little slit so that this thing will not just rip open. It gets hot. It's really hot. hit it with these sandpapers real quick and see if it did the trick. See if we eliminated any kind of splits. If you enjoy this video and you're never been subscribed to my channel, please subscribe while I finish this part. It'll take me a couple seconds, give you some time. Maybe hit the like button. It helps me out. I know they say that, people say that, but like I'm like legitimately trying to reach a certain level for my channel, and it actually does require that stuff. It really does help me out, because I'm a small channel. I'm a small little tiny channel over here. Looks like we fixed the issue. We fixed the issue. See? No more splittings. Splittings. It's clean. That means we can finish this. We're still working the cone process, okay? We're doing the cone thing still. But this thing heated up. It got cooled down. So now we need to reheat it before we beat it. All right, back to the cone. We're in the cone zone. We're going to the biggest cone in the zone, really. I mean, like, it's the biggest cone in the zone. Move it to the next size down, give it a final push. It's just a slightly smaller die for smaller. When we get to this point, and there we go, we have sucked up as far as we can suck up. We're sucked up. So now, let's see what size we are, see where we got to go next. We're sitting at about a 13 if we were to like size it now. But we're not, I mean, it's obviously not a ring yet. We're almost there though. I'm going to stretch this to like a 14 or 15, like somewhere down here. And we're going to do that right here. I do not really need to worry about protecting the coin's detail because the detail is in the coin, but I'm still just going to do it anyways. So this tool works when I pull the handle this way. One of these rods that's inside, it's surrounded by 8 splines that can move. I pull this way, the rod goes like this, and then when I push back, it goes back, and those splines will spread, which stretches this thing out. where we want it to go. Now we're going to shrink it. We're going to stretch it and then shrink it. That makes no sense to anybody, does it? I wasn't really stretching this part out. I was stretching more about a 1/4 inch in out, so that when we do reduce it, this part is where I need it, not necessarily this part that we stretched. I tried to stretch the middle. So now we're going to shrink it. We're going to shrink the coin. I am on my lap. I'm wrapping it with Teflon tape, plumber's tape. I'm giving it about 20 to 25 wraps. And again, this is more necessarily with like a Morgan dollar coin or a coin that has the outie detail, but this has an innie detail, so the detail isn't really going to get messed with too much. But I'm going to do it anyways. I will protect the reeded side right now, and we're going to just start pressing it down in the Swedish die to get this where we need it. Basically what I'm doing with the Swedish die is it has an 11 degree, so it's less than the other dies that we're using, and I'm putting it in the big side up. You would think you'd put it big side down to shrink the big side. What I'm trying to do is make it from being this shape to being more like this shape. So I'm pushing the top down without really messing with the bottom. And you can see that first turn. You can see through the tape detail now and start seeing coin detail. By the time we're done with this process, you'll be able to see all the detail through that tape because it'll all be pressed down. So again, we're putting it in this die, the big side on the top. It's okay, buddy. Probably just another doggy. So we're further. You can see more detail coming through as we're pressing that top in a little more. I'm going to protect it a little bit more with some tape. It's okay, buddy. We are waiting for some delivery, so let me know, okay? You do your thing, I'll do mine. Everybody will win, buddy. Everybody's going to win. So now you see more detail coming through. You can almost see all the coins detail. And we were real close to a 15 before. Right now we're sitting at about a 13. I'm going to squeeze it down just a tad bit more. That'll do it. All right, so we've done that. Let's take the tape off so we can just inspect it, make sure everything looks cute. So right now It's like a 12.5. So we're going to put a reed on it. We're going to put a reed on this cut side. Just going to hit it with some steel wool. So that looks nice, ready to accept the reed. And this is one of those cool things that I'm able to do because I just ran into this tool at the right time. So this has reeds on it. I put the coin on top, press it down, it adds the reeds. Pretty cool, simple tool, really. Pretty simple idea. I want to protect the detail of that other reed. Press it. I'm going to rotate my die a quarter turn. Press it. Rotate a quarter. And rotate another quarter. Everybody's press is different. I know how mine works. Mine's a little off center, so I just press it an extra couple times to make sure. So there we go. Look at how cool that reed is now. So now we have a reeded edge on both sides. Now we need to shape it. So I'm going to press this side down to the same diameter that this side is currently, and then we'll see what shape that puts us at. And we don't need to anneal it this time around. Let me clean up my area so I'm not discombobulated and confused. Everything got a home. You need to go to your home. All right, so again, we were sitting at 12.5. We're going for, we'll shoot for 11, so about a 10. I need about a 10. 12.5 to a 10. All right, put some tape on that. Check the detail. Protect the reed. So basically you can see what we just did. We just pressed this side down. That brought us to about a 12. It didn't do a lot. So I'm going to continue pressing it down just a little bit until we're sitting at that, what do we say, 10-ish size. Turn it over, press the other side down the same amount so that both sides are equal diameter wise. Let's see see where we are size wise. We're just shy of the size 10 that we're going for. This should be perfect right here. It's a little less, 9.5, but we're okay. So let's take this tape off just so we can see the rest of the coin. I'm actually going to hit the side real quick, just a tad bit. I'm actually not going to put any tape on it because I want this metal contact. It's going to give it the same look as the other side. Perfect. All right, so this is what we've got now. We're too small on size. We need to make it bigger. It's about a 9 3/4, 10. But the side that we haven't been messing with too much is the original read it side. It's still way too thick. So you can see how thick that is compared to this side that's been stretched and whatnot. And you can actually look through that coin and see that there's just, it looks like a closed in tunnel. It should be more opened up on this side. So we're going to take off about a size by just hitting this top edge with a tool called a burring tool. And this is it. And it just basically shaves off that edge. You can see a little shaving there. And then that shiny part up top. That's what we're reducing. And we'll take off about a size. We're going to take it slow. Sitting at about a 10, 10 1/4. Ten and a half. So this one we're going for a real specific size. Because he said 10 3/4 is too small. 11 is too big. So we're going to go as precise as we can. This is like Bob Barker Studio right now. Closest to the actual size without going over. The perfect size. If anybody orders a ring from me, just tell me the exact size you need, because I am able to make them any size. So I'm gonna stop there You can see by looking through the coin that tunnel look is gone. We're able to reduce that reeded edge up, and you can see what we did there up top. So I'm going to sand that down now because it's pretty choppy. It's really hot, that's why I'm blowing on it. Little sandpaper love. Thing's a beaut. It's a beaut. Gosh, I love this coin. It just makes such a good looking ring. So after this step, I'm going to step away from the camera for less than a minute to give it a patina. That'll make all this detail really just pop out. Make it super stunning. You guys can look at my puppy while I do that, because he just wanted to get on cam. He's decided, you know what? I think I'm ready to be on camera. I'm ready for the limelight. Right, my love. Gosh, this is a fucking sweet ring. Alright. That's what it looks like before patina. And the inside detail. See the top of the eagle head. This detail will all pop out after we do this next step. So give me a sec. Be right back. 1 minute. that's what that process does, is it gives it this toning with, gives a lot of purples and blues. You see some very cool rainbow colors. Got transferred over here. So now, just take our steel wool. So let's go up here a little bit. So we'll go with the original reeded side right here. Okay. Then we'll take our made reeded side. And we'll go to the inside. And you can just kind of see the detail much better. And then we'll hit the outside. And I will take some professional photos of this. Get it on Instagram at Luke's Coin Art, so you guys can check it out with some good photography. This is the final product. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Have a great day. You can also visit www.lukescoinart.com. lukescoinart.com.